What's good, YouTube? You're back with the Prez, and today I'm going to be bringing you a beginner routine. It's going to be full body. This is going to be tailored for the absolute beginner, body weight only. We're going to assume that you guys have access to a park and some pull-up bars, push-up bars, a dip bar. All you're going to need. It's going to be a body weight only routine. So usually 99% of the time you're going to hear me talk about when I train. I like to train top to bottom, starting with shoulders, working our way down to chest, back, then hitting lower body, then working our way back up to core to finish off the workout. But like I said, this is going to be tailored to the absolute beginner. So usually when we're going shoulders to chest, it ends up being push for the first two exercises, which will become a little fatiguing, especially if you're an absolute beginner. So for this routine, we're going to make it a little different. We're going to go push, pull, 2 leg exercises. We're going to do it circuit based. It's going to be full body. So for the first round, we're just going to demonstrate every exercise. I'm going to walk you through the push, the pull, the push, the pull, and the leg exercises individually. Then once we learn them, then I'll take you through a full circuit, through the whole exercise, and the goal is to complete this for up to 5 rounds, work up to your level. Now first thing we do, we're going to start with a warm-up. This is going to be a simple, legit body weight warm-up. All I want to see from you guys is 10 big arm swings forward. Because remember guys, you want to have nice warmed up shoulders, active shoulder joints. 90% of the movement is going to be coming from our arms. And then 10 big circles back. Remember, no matter if you're doing a pull, a push, any type of upper body movement, the initiation is going to come with some activation of the shoulder joints. So it's very important to have very warmed up and mobile shoulder joints before getting into any of these exercises. Now we're just going to go back and forth. Right hand over left hand, then left hand over right hand. 10 each way, so 20 total crosses. Straight from there, 10 circles.
I'm trying to work, right? So
Small.
I'm trying to work, trying to get better. Again?
10 small circles backwards.
I'm stretched out.
Now we're gonna go to lower body warm up. What we're gonna do now, this is gonna be for a beginner, we're gonna be using a bench. If you're a little more advanced and you don't need a bench for this, just do it without touching the bench. So what we're gonna do, squat, and the bench is just gonna be there for the beginners so they know where to stop in a squat. You don't want to be going down too far in squat for this workout. You just want to be getting down to 90 degrees for the warm-up. So the bench is going to be a benchmark for people who aren't used to squatting. So we're going to demonstrate it using the bench today. So what we're going to do, tap, right leg up, come to the left. Tap, left leg twist to the right. That's 1 rep. Tap, up, that's 2. Tap, twist, tap, twist, that's 3. Tap, twist, tap, twist, 4, and 5. So that gives you 10 squats with a rotational aspect in each rep. So it's going to be 5 rotations to the right, 5 to the left, 10 squats total. That's going to be the warm-up before we get started into the exercises. So stay tuned, let's go. All right, so the first exercise we're going to be getting into is going to work our shoulders and our upper chest. It's going to be our first push workout. Remember, like I said, I usually like to start with shoulders and then work down to chest and then hip back. But today we're going to be going push, pull. So the first exercise we're going to be targeting is going to work our front delts, upper chest area. It's going to be a push-up to a pike press. This is going to teach you guys an understanding of your body and how to move it through space. It's going to be in a little more of an advanced move than a regular push-up, but it's going to be elevated. So like I said, it's going to work the shoulders more and the upper chest. And we're doing it on an inclined surface because remember, the higher your body is, the higher your arms are, the easier the movement's going to be. So it's going to look just like this. We're going to set up, and again, all you need for this is a bench. You can do this on literally a bench that you're going to sit on. And if not, I'll show you demonstrations on a railing and on the dip bars next. So all you're going to want to do is you're going to start in a push-up plank position, just like this. Remember, guys, you don't want our butts tilted, sunken in. We don't want it sticking up. Everything in a line. You want to be squeezing the glutes, everything straight. From here, all we're going to do, press down into a push-up, and then from here, we're going to push back. So we're going to be on our tippy toes the whole time. We're going to have a stretch throughout our whole hamstrings. And then from here, all we're going to do is go shift our way back to a push-up position, back down, up. It's gonna be exercise 1. We're gonna aim to go for 6 to 10 reps. And again, if a bench is too hard for you, if that's still too low of a surface for you, you guys can find a railing. You guys can practice the same exercise on a railing. Remember, this is tailored to the extreme beginner. So all you gotta do is come up to the railing, same thing. Start in a push-up position, press down, lean back, head comes down, head stays down the whole time. Back to push-up, pike out. Now this exercise is really going to work on your shoulder mobility, and again, it's going to really focus on the front delt and the upper chest area. So that was exercise number 1 in the circuit. That's the push exercise. Now we're going to go to pull. All right, so like I said, we're going to go push, pull, 2 legs. So now we're going to get on to the first pull exercise. So now if you're an extreme beginner and you can't get up to pull-ups yet, the first exercise you guys should be working on is body rolls, also known as Australian pull-ups. Now look guys, this is what a perfect form row would be, or an Australian pull-up. You want to be straight, opposite position of a push-up, and you want to be able to bring your chest to the bar. Now, if you're an extreme beginner, most of the time, you're not going to have the strength to even get into that position where you're contracted and pulling yourself up. So all I want to see you guys do to start, look, this is how you're going to set up. On the floor, whatever bar you're using, you want it to be perpendicular, right above your waistline. Hands just outside shoulder level, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to squeeze your glutes so you get into that straight line. Remember, I don't want to see anything like this. I don't want to see your hips drop. The first thing you guys got to learn to do is maintain that body awareness and hold that straight line. So first things first, squeeze the glutes, lift your body up. And now if you don't have the strength to pull up, all you want to do at first is dead hang, just like this, keeping this position. And then what you can do to make the pull easier, after you dead hang and you start to get tired, you're going to fold up into a tabletop position and then continue to hold. And then you can try from here to bring your chest to the bar, because now you're going to have less leverage to pull up, because now half your body is going to be tucked under you. So if you can't do a pull with your body fully extended, tuck your knees into a tabletop position and then pull yourself up. You're going to eliminate about 40% of the load off your lower body. So the pull chest to bar will be a lot easier. So first things you want to get good at is just dead hanging in this position, maintaining that line, that neutral back. I don't want to see your hips sunken. I don't want to see your hips piked up. Get good here. It's going to really engage the scapula. It's going to teach you how to maintain your body and engage the scapula, keeping it tight, because you don't want to let your shoulders round like this. You want to keep your shoulders pushed back, everything tight the whole time. That's going to just build time under tension. It's going to build strength in the pulling muscles. And then once you get comfortable there and then get good at pulling here, then you can start working on pulls. And even if you can't get all the way up, you pull halfway, as far as you can get. Isometric hold, hold it as long as you can. Come back down, end the set. So a key tip you guys want to focus on when doing these body rolls or any type of pulling movement, you want to initiate the pull, or in this sense the row, from the elbows. Remember guys, you don't want to engage your forearms and your hands too much. You want to pull your body up by engaging your elbows and driving your elbows back, as far back as possible. And look, you want to keep as strict and as neutral spine as possible. You want everything to be in a line. If you're in this tabletop position, obviously you're going to have a little break in the line, but here, when you're in perfect form, straight out in a full row, you want that whole body alignment. And then when you come into dead hang, you want your shoulders pinched back, rolled back, and holding that line. Now, whatever level you're working at, whether you're doing the table tuck with the knees bent or full body rows, you want to be hitting 10 reps ideally. So we want to aim 6 to 10 reps throughout the whole circuit. Start at 6 reps, work your way up to 10 as you get better and better. All right, next up, we're going back to our push exercise. Remember, it's push, pull, 2 legs. So what we're going to be doing now is working on a dip variation. Trust me, if you're a beginner, I don't expect you to be able to do dips yet, but I'm going to teach you how you can work up to build the strength to be doing them. So obviously you're going to need yourself a pair of parallel bars for this. So what you want to do is get in the middle and get into dip position. Which dip position? You want your body tight, legs together, feet together, core tight. Before you even touch the bar, you should be squeezing your glutes, engaging everything. Now, everything tight in a line. Remember guys, if something's loose, if you have a loose limb or something's not engaged, there's going to be loose energy being dispersed. Once everything's tight and engaged, all the energy is going to be running through your body evenly and effectively. So everything tight and engaged. Now what I want you to do is put your arms on the dip bar. Grab it really tight. First things first, listen guys, remember, I've told you guys in the past, when you're in a dip position, you never want to have your shoulders rolled back. Don't think of the cue, head up, chest up when it comes to dips. That's the opposite. You want to be tight, almost in that rounded position, shoulders going forward. So remember, everything tight, feet together. Arms on the bar tight, boom, boom. I want you looking down, leaning forward. Before you do anything, I want all your weight to come onto your hands. So slowly just start pushing down on the bar before you do anything. Push down on the bar, and I want you guys to try to just, once you start pushing down, lift your body up just like that, then let go and drop back down. Remember, reset up, hands on the bar tight, everything tight, looking down, press your body down, try to lift up, down. Now listen, most people won't be able to do that yet, but some of you will. So again, remember, arms up, everything tight, feet together, cores engaged, glutes are squeezed, pushing down on the bar first. Push the bar down until your body lifts, then just drop. Now if that's too hard for you, you're gonna work at this variation. You're gonna do the same thing, same starting technique, everything tight, hands on the bar tight. Now instead of pushing down, what you're gonna do, you're gonna slowly lift off of your tippy toes. So now, hands here, start pushing down. At the same time, you're gonna jump up off your tippy toes. So here, look forward, push down, jump up. Come right back down, reset up. Here, off your tippy toes, jump up. Come right back down. Here, push all your weight down on your hands, tippy toes, jump up. Right back down. And the reason why we're coming right back down is I don't want you guys to exhaust yourself in the negative. The negative portion of the dip is where most people have the most trouble. So getting good in the concentric, the press up part will slowly build up your body to understand how to get down in the negative correctly. Because what most people do is they'll drop their traps and they'll start to impinge their shoulder when doing dips. And that's what you don't want to do. So one more time, both variations. Arms here, press down like that. If you have the strength, then just drop down. And if you don't, arms here, same thing. Start pressing down at the same time, jump up, toes pointed down, right off your tippy toes. Now you want to, again, get 10 reps is the goal. So throughout the circuit, we're going to start aiming for 6 reps and working up to 10.
I don't know, alone is different. I'd rather just do it all inside if I'm alone. Yeah, I hate that. That's why I like Planet Fitness, because it was really the least judgmental. Huh? I don't like the judgment. I hate the judgment. It demotivates me. You know? If I think someone's looking at me like, you have 10 years. I don't want that. You know what I mean, though? I have the
And like I mentioned earlier, the focus here is just the concentric portion of the rep, getting to full lockout. Whether you're doing the press up or jumping off your tippy toes, we want to get to full lockout each rep. Do not worry about the negative. All right, this is going to be our next pull exercise. We're going to be getting into a pull-up variation. So look, I know most of you guys are not going to have the strength to even do a pull-up yet or even do a chin-up. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start teaching our body the movement pattern that's needed to get into a pull-up position. So we already understood the rows. The rows are gonna be our main movement to get the volume in our lats and our pulling movement. Now we're gonna start teaching our body, understanding time under tension and holding, and teaching our lats to hold our body up. So what we're gonna do, listen, I'm gonna demonstrate it on a low bar, but we have higher bars to demonstrate too. So first, all we're gonna do, literally, we're gonna grab the bar, same thing like we did with the dips.
I know, I keep going.
We're gonna put all our weight down. We're just gonna hang. Look, my feet are on the floor in its squatted position. All my weight is hanging on my hands. My feet are just there to support me as a base. All you wanna do is get good, hanging just like this. You're gonna feel a big stretch throughout your lats. This is gonna teach your body how to support your weight hanging from a bar. So first you wanna do, hang here, 10 seconds, feet on the floor. If you get your feet off the floor, if keeping your feet on the floor is too easy, just lift your legs and hold this tape, hold with your knees up, just like this. 10-second hold. From there, what you wanna do, come to the bar, and now you wanna jump, chin over the bar and hold. And just drop back till your feet hit the floor again. So the first exercise you wanna do is gonna be one movement. You wanna hang in a complete dead hang position. Letting your lats get really stretched out, just having your legs there as a support. 10-second hold, and again, if keeping your leg on the floor is too easy, just lift your legs and hold knees up, 10 seconds, straight from there. What you wanna do, stand up and just jump, hold chin over the bar as long as you can, and then just drop. You don't even have to worry about coming back down into a full negative, because we already got the stretch aspect in the first portion of the rep when we were dead hanging. So you wanna be doing 10-second dead hang right into a max chin over hold. That's the exercise, and that's how long the rep is gonna be. So we're not aiming for 6 to 10 reps here. It's just a 10-second hold, right into a hold, chin over the bar for as long as you can. That's gonna be the next pull movement. All right, like I said, I'm gonna demonstrate it on 2 different bars. I first demonstrated on a low bar. If you have access to a low bar, great. If you don't, find yourself a regular pull-up bar and you can still do the same exercise. Now, instead of being able to come down and fully dead hang, you're not gonna be able to dead hang in a tabletop position now because the bar is gonna be too high. So all you're gonna do is grab the bar, and if you have to, keep your feet on the floor. Again, just let all your weight come down onto your arms. Let your feet just support you as a base. And if that's too easy for you, then slowly start to lift your legs and just dead hang from here. And then once you're done with that, 10-second hold, now you're gonna have to do a little more of a jump now. But again, wherever you get to is where you get to. Remember, this is a beginner routine, so I don't expect you to have the strength to pull yourself up. This is gonna be a higher bar now. So in theory, this will be a harder exercise for you if you're working on a higher bar, but the strength curve will be greater too, because you'll make further strength gains. So from here, all you're gonna do, now jump. Now say you can only jump to here, just hold, just like this, as long as you can, and then drop right back down. Now say you could jump a little higher, hold right here, as long as you can, drop right back down. And if you can jump even higher, jump right back here, chin over, come right back down. Don't worry about the negative down. Don't worry about coming down to full dead hang, because first thing you're gonna be doing is hanging from the bar. You're gonna be stretching your lats, pre-exhausting them in the first position just by hanging. So first things you wanna do, again, 10-second dead hang. Whether you're on the high bar, knees up, feet on the floor, or on a low bar, hanging in a tabletop position, or with your knees up. Next thing you want to do, 10-second hold, then just jump to whatever whatever position you can get to, and then just drop right back down. That's gonna be the second pull exercise in the routine. All right, we hit 2 push, 2 pull. Now we got 2 lower body exercises to get to. So first thing we're gonna do, we'll start with a squat variation. Now first thing we're gonna get into is a squat hold. And now, listen, if you're a beginner, I don't expect you to have the full range of motion to get all the way down into a deep squat. So you can work down into the range that's comfortable for you. But the first thing we're gonna be doing is a 10-second hold. Listen, the reason why I'm so big on the isometric holds is they're gonna teach the nervous system to understand the movement and to understand where your body's supposed to be in a specific point in space. So listen, anybody can just go through a motion like this, right? But you're gonna have shitty form. You have to understand where your body's supposed to be, and the best way to do that is to sit in a specific position for a certain amount of time. That's why I have you doing the dead hangs and the pulls. Same thing why I have you doing the hangs with the rows, holding in push-up position, same thing, etc., etc. It's teaching your body to be in a set space. So first thing we're gonna be doing is going down into a squat hold. So let's say all you could do is get down to here. All I want you to do is work on this hold right here. I don't want to see your legs buckling in. The goal for you guys is to make sure your knees stay straight You don't want to point them out too much. You don't want them buckling in. So wherever your range of motion is, squat down. Whether it be here, whether it be here, whether it be here. First thing you want to do is a 10-second hold. The hold is going to fire up your nervous system and teach it, all right, now I got to be in this is the position I have to be in. Once you get done with that 10-second hold, then you want to start getting into the squat reps, because now your nervous system is going to be fired up. Your body's going to understand the movement pattern to be in. So you want to go down, up, right before lockout. No locking out right now. Down, up, 6 reps, down, up, 5, 6. So again, it's a 10-second hold, whatever range of motion you could get into, and then straight after the hold, it's 6 reps, whatever range of motion you could get into. And I'm telling you, after you do that hold, it's gonna activate the muscles, it's gonna stretch out the hamstring, it's gonna open up the hips. Your range of motion in the squats are gonna get deeper and deeper each set. So remember, first, squat down to whatever range you can get into. Whether it's here, here, or here, 10-second hold. Then 6 reps, not locking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The reason why we're not locking out is going to keep constant tension on the leg muscles. That's exercise 1 for the lower body. All right, last exercise for the lower body, we're gonna be doing a lunge variation. So what we're gonna be working now is a reverse lunge on both legs. So we're gonna start right leg first. We're gonna start with our hands on our hips. All we're gonna do, listen, start with our feet pointed forward. All we're gonna do is take 1 step back, squat down, step back forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 on each leg. It's the second leg exercise. It's a reverse lunge. All right, now we're gonna run through the whole circuit. Remember guys, it's 6 exercises, back to back to back to back to back to back. And I'm gonna be going through 10 reps of each exercise for demonstration purposes. Remember, work up to your level. Start with 6 reps and work up to 10. So remember, it's push, pull, leg, leg. So the first push exercise, remember, push up to a pike up. Straight from there, we have rows. Let's go. Remember, 10 body rows next. Push, pull. If you can't do that variation, keep your legs bent. Going back to push, remember. Now we're at dips, 10 reps, come on. Right after dips, we got our next pull exercise. Back to the pull-up bar. You go, man. Don't worry. I'll be 2 seconds.
No, it's all good.
It's all good. Remember, guys, just a dead hang. All your body weight hanging down. Just keep your feet on the floor for support. 10-second dead hang. If you can lift your feet, keep your feet off the floor. Hang 10 seconds. Right from there, jump up, chin over the bar. Then just drop. Straight from there, we got our 2 leg exercises. Start with squat holds. Ten-second hold, 6 squats. Straight from there, we're going into our reverse lunge. Remember, 5 reps on each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, guys, it's a beginner body weight only routine. You need no resistance bands, no weights. All you need is access to a park that has some dip bars, pull-up bars, and a railing. That's all you need. You don't even need push-up bars for this routine. Look at this, full body. We have shoulders, chest, back, legs. You want to be doing this circuit style. Work up to 5 rounds, and if you get past 5 rounds, go up to 10, but work at your level. Starting at 6 reps of each exercise, work up to 10 reps of each exercise. Remember, at each exercise is back to back to back to back. You want to take about 1 minute break in between the full round, and as minimal break as possible between the exercises. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is going to build up the strength you need to work towards more advanced movements such as the dip, such as the pull-up, such as jump squats, etc., etc., pistol squats. So guys, this is for the complete beginner bodyweight only routine. You need no equipment. Hope you enjoyed it. Bar Naturals. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Bar Naturals.